What's up, guys? So today I have a video that I haven't quite done before, and that's a product review. Now, for those of you who have watched my other videos, you'll know that a couple weeks ago I used a product called Peelable Primer on my Escalade, and it ended up turning out pretty poorly. As you can see here, I actually have different wheels on my Escalade right now. And I just wanted to do a little review and show a little bit of what actually happened. But before I go into the actual review itself, I'm going to show you a couple clips that I took. Sorry they were taken on my iPhone. I didn't think to pull out the real camera then, but here's a couple clips of what it looked like, and then I'll give you the background story. So as you can see, it turned out pretty poorly. Now what happened was, I mean, it only lasted for like 2 weeks, maybe, max. What happened is I live in Erie, so the weather's like cruddy. Like there's always a ton of snow. And I went through a parking lot where the snow was probably, I don't know, like up to here on the wheels in the parking lot. And it wasn't fresh snow. It had been snow that it was sitting there a while. And so the top of it was kind of icy. So what happened when I went through the parking lot, it just tore it to shreds. And I wasn't expecting this because this has never happened whenever I use Plastidip. I used to use Plastidip for the longest time. You can see here I have cans of it all over the place. Up here, I mean, like everywhere. I'm a little unorganized. But if I would have used Plastidip, that probably wouldn't have happened. But Plastidip does not turn out nearly as nice as this stuff did. If you go back to my previous videos, you can see that it turned out really good. I mean, it looked like paint. The thing with Plastidip is whenever you do Plastidip, it's got a really rough finish. And it's like, I mean, you can't get it glossy, which sucks. I mean, you can, but it's not nearly as nice. This stuff actually turns out exactly like paint. And it's awesome. Well, the primer itself, this will go on so rough, but then eventually after it dries, it turns out completely flat. I don't know how that happens, but it's pretty cool. And then this is what I put on top of it. This is Rustoleum, because they say you can use any of their Rustoleum products on it. So correct me if I'm wrong. If anybody's used this stuff before and knows that this doesn't work with this primer, let me know. Although I was told it should work just fine. And it did. It worked until I took it into the cruddy weather. What I'm saying with this product, I don't think it's a complete failure because it held up good whenever it was just like driving around normally when there wasn't a lot of snow. So I think if you live in a warm weather area, or I don't know, somewhere, basically anywhere that doesn't get snow, it doesn't even have to be warm, then it'll probably work out okay, unless you're taking it off-road. Off-roading, it would probably get destroyed as well. So it's a lot less durable than Plastidip, but it looks so much better. Another problem I might say that it has is, I'll show, I had it on these two sides. For whatever reason, this side did it more, but maybe it was my application process or something. But I'll show the clip again. The paint was actually like peeling off the primer. So it was leaving like white chips like around the edges here. But the primer wasn't coming up. It was just the paint coming off the primer. I don't know if I would have kept that on there longer, if it eventually would have started peeling off the whole thing. It's very possible. But needless to say, I probably wouldn't use any of that stuff again. I didn't want to use it in the first place simply because this is what happens typically with that kind of stuff, and it turns out cruddy. The process of peeling it off wasn't bad for the main surfaces. Like whenever I went to peel it off the main surface of the wheels, like it just came off in one big chunk, but when it came down to getting in like the lug nuts, it was almost impossible. So as far as the fix goes, I actually went and got my wheels powder coated. And as you can see here, they turned out pretty awesome. Right now they have a coat of mildew or whatever you want to condensation on them from, it's cold in here and I just ran the heater, so everything's got a little film on it. But trust me, these things look absolutely great. And I just want to give a shout out to the people who did them. That was Innovative Autoworks out of Wexford, PA. They actually did my buddy Mark's truck, which you would have seen in one of my previous videos, along with the wheels on the RS7 that you saw in previous videos. They do really good work. I was kind of a picky customer. I came in with these wheels and I had that product, that peelable primer, down in all these lug nuts, and they had a really hard time getting them off. But they stuck to their original quote and they did really good work. They even told me the chrome was actually chipping off of these. They were kind of in bad shape, and they did a great job. They stuck to their original quote, and to be honest, I've never actually had a shop do that. Usually I get the crud gouged out of me, and it sucks. But so I highly recommend them. If you're in the area, go check them out if you need any type of work. Like, I mean, anything. They do pretty much everything you could possibly think of. But yeah, as far as the product itself goes, I just want to go back to it again. Would I recommend it? Like I said, if you have the money, this is going to cost you a decent amount. I think I used 3 or 4 cans of this, and I think 3 cans of this. So you're looking at like 70 to 80 bucks in this product. And to get wheels done, I mean, you're looking at 80 to 100 bucks a wheel to get powder coated. You're probably out the door 500, 600, 700 bucks. I don't know. It's hard. If you're really on a budget, it kind of works out if you're in nice weather. If not, I would just save up the extra money and just get them professionally done. It just saves a lot of hassle, a lot of time, and yeah, I mean, it looks good, but the durability is just not that great. If anybody's had a different experience or knows something I may have done wrong, let me know in the comments below, because maybe I'm not giving it a fair shot. But I thought I'd put this out there because there aren't a lot of reviews on how this stuff works, and I thought it could be helpful to a lot of people. But right now, I'm going to throw the other wheels back on and see how it looks. I'm so excited to get them back. I hate driving a completely black car with silver wheels. It looks awful. But in the meantime, from doing that, I don't think I've said yet, I've gotten most of my interior done, even the door, but I need to work on getting the center console done, and then down in these cracks. And I also have to get my panels right here, but I won't have this car much longer, hopefully. Moving on to something different, because for those of you who have followed me for a while, you know that I like to switch cars a lot. I can't really stay with things very long, and I like to flip them for a little bit of profit. So I'm going to get these on and see how it looks.
Can't look you in the face. I don't wanna have to lie. I wanted this love to survive. Now when I look in your I feel bad.
So as you can see, I got it all done. I also got LEDs in my headlights that don't blink anymore. My other ones were blinking, so that's nice to get fixed. I also got my reverse lights in LED, although you can't see that right now. I think it turned out great. The wheels actually look really, really good, even though it took so much work to get them to be that way. Man, so happy to have it back to the way it was. Alright guys, I know that was a short video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you thought the information was useful, or if you just enjoyed the video, please give me a like. And if you aren't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to try and up the frequency of my videos, hopefully get them more often than every week, or at least every week consistently. So it's freezing out here, so I'm going to go in, and I'll see you on the next one.